Mr. Burton. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really delighted to welcome you to the University of Pretoria, especially to our guests this evening, on what is a very special evening in the university calendar. Tonight we're celebrating our University of Pretoria academic achievers. Let me quote some of the statistics to illustrate the significance of our contribution to our economy. The University of Pretoria is second only to UNISA, who I'm sure you will agree is in a category of its own because it's a distance education institution. So UP is second, next to UNISA in terms of student enrollments for undergraduate degrees. For example, in 2014, we had 33,849 undergraduate degree students, ahead of all other South African higher education institutions. Then nationally, in terms of field of study, our student enrollment was the highest in the disciplines that contribute to science, engineering, and technology. It is crucial for this institution, and it's crucial for our country, that the University of Pretoria not only maintains its current standing, but continues to improve its impact, and particularly the impact we make in our economy. By all measures, we are a national flagship university. What we must ensure, not only as a university community, but as a South African community, that our flagship institutions not only maintain their current contribution, but indeed grow and enhance this contribution. I believe that excellence is a habit to be cultivated daily. So what I've learned about excellence is that excellence is achieved by making a number of decisions, sometimes about detail, the mundane in our everyday lives. And that superlative performance is really a confluence of dozens of small skills or activities, each one learned, sometimes stumbled upon, but each one has been carefully drilled into a habit, and then we fit them together into a synthesized whole. It's about the everyday choices we make. It's about how we choose to spend our time. And it's these decisions that lead to the success or failure of institutions and organizations. So as we celebrate excellence tonight, I wish once again to express my appreciation to all our academic staff, and including our support staff who are committed to excellence on a daily basis, for your willingness to make changes in your attitude, to be positive in times that are trying, like we currently face, to continue your good habits on a daily basis. Thank you very much for your contribution to the university. It is now more than ever before that we need the confluence of behaviors represented in this room tonight, because through your behaviors, we will ensure that this institution not only survives the current challenges, but we will continue to grow and thrive as one of the flagship institutions of South Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, it really is a privilege on my part. It's a privilege to be given this honor to come and say a few words. I will always say to my colleagues and to the people that are hopefully interested in hearing, excellence and transformation in our society are two sides of the same coin. It's important and it's imperative for the sustainability of our own institutions, the sustainability of our own country, that as much as we work hard to do what we do, we must remember that as a society, we need to bring everybody in to play that role. So tonight, as we celebrate our commitment to excellence, it is even more important at this juncture where the spotlight on our universities have been on matters that have the potential to have profound impact on all of us, on the future nature of our university system, including potentially on other facets of our society. Important as these matters are, and here I wish to quote, it is essentially and especially gratifying to turn the spotlight to the pursuit of academic excellence in its various manifestations of teaching, research, and engagement. And in times of uncertainty where the challenges may seem to loom large, it is imperative that we remain firm, we remain steadfast in focusing on enhancing the academic excellence that defines and that should define our system and our institutions. And that's a quote from our own University of Pretoria, which I believe we all need to embrace. Some of the so-called great moral virtues of university presidents are courage, fortitude, justice, and prudence. In times of change, in times like we are going through, it is necessary for all of us, and in particular those of us who are in leadership, to have courage. We need the courage to do what is right for our institutions, not to sometimes respond in ways that may sound popular at the particular time, but may have long-term deleterious effect on our own institutions and the university system at large. At this juncture in our society and in our own university system, it's important for us to also have the courage, more importantly, to have the courage of imagining and equally realizing a university system that is better and stronger in all respects to what we have today. So fortitude is something that is necessary at this time. And as long as our choices and actions are tempered with judiciousness and justice, because it is the right thing to do, it has benefit to all concerned, I am more than confident as an individual that we can overcome the current challenges and come out stronger and more resilient as a university system, including this one. The future is brighter than sometimes some people may let us believe. And I'm raising two simple points. The first point, in the first instance, I wish to remind us of the important role that the University of Pretoria plays in our national system of innovation, in particular the university system. All of these targets that we set for the country, there are few institutions that can actually move the system in the positive direction. And this university is one of them. Secondly, I think it is incredibly important to remind ourselves that the standing of a university is determined by the standing of its academics and the researchers.
The Chancellor's Award, of course, is awarded for a really outstanding achievement and contribution in research. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Professor Burton. There are many people that I would like to thank for this award, but there isn't time to do so. So if you'd allow me to summarize very briefly. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor and the Dean and everybody else who's been involved in the nomination and the selection process. It really is an honor for me to work at a world-class institution such as the University of Pretoria. So receiving an award like this is both motivating and humbling. So thank you very much for that. A friend and a mentor once said to me that the ability of a university to attract academics is little to do with the size of the salaries, as important as it is, and has more to do with offering opportunities to do meaningful work. Those kinds of things that people will do for free in their extra time because they care about them so deeply. So more than the award, I wish to thank you for the opportunity and the support to do work that I really believe in. A second group that I especially want to thank is a wonderful team of people and a circle of friends that I have an opportunity to work with in FABI and the Department of Genetics. And I wish to highlight Mike Wingfield and point out that about 20 years ago, I was in his office as an undergraduate, not sure what to study, and he had absolutely no hesitation to say that I have to study fungi because that's all that matters in this world. So I ended up taking mycology, a topic that at that stage I had not heard about before, and mycology is a very big part of this award that I received tonight. But there are many others, Pedro Kraus and Teresa Coutinho and Paulette Bloomer and many other people that have influenced my career, and Brenda Wingfield, others that are here, too many to mention. But especially also many, many students that have allowed me the privilege to walk a very close road with them as they finish their degrees. This special team, I need to say as well, has not only allowed me to do much more than what my individual capabilities allow in terms of my research, but also allowed me the support base and the freedom to pursue other things that I really care about, such as, for example, the Young Academy movement. This institution, or FABI, has impacted my life in such incredible ways through the world-class research culture. I mean, you mentioned this culture and this habit of excellence, that I can't help but wish this for other aspiring young scientists. So I also wish to thank you for the opportunity, and for FABI and the top structure, and all the others that work with me on the Future Africa project, through which we want to do exactly that, create opportunities to build international research teams that do meaningful world-class research for Africa. And lastly, I need to thank a family for many years of love and support, and especially my wife Jana that's here, who have put up with somebody who can get completely absorbed in things often, and have loved me enough to not give up on me, but as she's built her own career, has helped us build a platform through which we can both pursue those things that we care about outside our home, but also not lose that's important inside our home, especially our two daughters in Vaughan and Mia. So thank you very much, everybody, for this award.
So if I could ask the recipient of the Vice-Chancellor's Book Award, Professor Corinne Sandwith, to come up. The Book Award is selected on a very rigorous process of nomination and review by an independent panel, and it's considered to be a real contribution to research and, of course, to the generation of knowledge. So congratulations, Professor Sandwith. And the first of our exceptional academic achievers, again for achievement in research, Professor Teresa Coutinho. The next one is Professor Jean Leboomer. Professor Louis Nell. Professor John Taylor. Thank you very much. Our two exceptional young researcher awards go to Professor Nico de Bruyn and Dr. Peter Leroux, both of whom, as I say, gave their apologies this evening, because I'm sure they're out there doing real research. But congratulations to them anyway. And then the last in this group is the one very special award, very dear to my heart, as well as the special mentions that we've had of it already, and that is the Exceptional Supervisor Award. This is a new award this year. We also went through a process of nomination and careful review of the nominations, and the award this evening that we're going to give goes to Professor Joshua Meyer from the Faculty of Engineering. Professor Meyer has the most astounding track record of supervision and success of all of his students. Congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the moment where we recognise our newly NRF-rated researchers, and we present certificates to each of them. I warn you, there are 94, although I don't think they're necessarily all here, but may I invite Dr. Kobela to come up and to present those certificates. So we will start with our newly A-rated researchers, and if I'll read their names so that they can come up and be ready, and then we'll invite them one at a time to come onto the platform to receive their certificates. So our new A-rated researchers, Professor Pedro Kraus, Professor Joa Gia, Professor Erika de Wet, and Professor Nigel Bennett. So first, Professor Pedro Kraus. As you know, and as you heard earlier, A-rated researchers are those who are recognised as the leaders in their fields, so internationally. So congratulations. Professor Gia, who is from engineering. Professor de Wet, Erika de Wet, who is from law. And Professor Nigel Bennett, who is from zoology.